know that Just Mousing Around is turning 1 this week? 1 year of vlogging from Just Mousing Around. That's a long time. I've come up with a little intro just to celebrate my 1 year of vlogging. Ready? Which I would show you how to do, but I can't. So I'm going to show you the general idea. We are on the Rise of the Resistance page. And what you would do is you would hit this join boarding group right here. You can't join a boarding group because they've already closed all of them for today. But normally if you hit that, it brings up a page saying select all who's in your party, and you select who's in your party and then you create a group. How you check your status through the day is you can watch the numbers as they go up, or there's a button right down there that says My Status, and it comes up with your status. Now, I'm not currently in a boarding group, so it doesn't come up with a status, but that's how it would work. At this point in the video, we are trying to just pass the time by riding the rides, because we joined our boarding group at about 7:30 in the morning, and we were in boarding group 83, which was pretty high up there. We waited in line for Slinky Dog first, which was fun. Galaxy's Edge was open the whole entire time. It was just the ride that you needed a boarding pass for. So we went and rode Smuggler's Run. The first time we rode Smuggler's Run, we got stuck. We got trapped on the ride and we couldn't get out. So they escorted us right back through the fast pass lane and onto the ride again. The second time we didn't get stuck. At that point, we had met up with my friend Haley. I believe that we all went back to Slinky because they gave us a free fast pass. After we went on Slinky, we had a fast pass for Toy Story Mania. They closed down Toy Story Mania. Our fast pass turned into a multiple experience pass. The one that we chose to do was going back onto Toy Story Mania when it opened. After Toy Story Mania, we actually did make a fast pass for Tower of Terror. So we went straight from Toy Story Mania to the Tower of Terror, and we rode the Tower of Terror.
And ideas you just crossed over into.
After the Tower of Terror, we just kind of walked around for a little bit. We were trying to just pass the time. So after the Tower of Terror, we went to the Frozen Sing-Along Celebration.
But over here you were storing.
And we watched that. We headed back to Galaxy's Edge because the numbers were increasing very steadily and it was close to our time to be called for our boarding group. And we sat in front of the entrance to Rise of the Resistance. I think we waited about 10 minutes sitting in front of the Rise of the Resistance entrance, and then they called our boarding group, which was boarding group 83. So we waited quite a long time and we finally got in at 4. They scanned our magic bands and they let us go. So the line was pretty awesome. Although we didn't get much footage in the line, we got some of the beginning parts of the line. We didn't really want to spoil it too much. I mean, of course, we didn't get the stormtroopers and everyone knows about that. So the parts that we didn't get, some were a little spoilery. We also didn't get any footage inside the ride just because we didn't want to spoil it for anyone else. We also wanted to enjoy the ride for ourselves. You want to be all eyes forward just so that you can see what's going on. The ride in total was really amazing. It was totally a fully immersive experience. When I finally got off the ride, for 10 minutes I couldn't talk just because a lot happens all at once. Based on my first experience, The ride was awesome. They put a lot of thought into what would really work well, what wouldn't work well. There are 3 tracks. I don't know the differences between the tracks. I don't know if they have a different storyline. I think the whole entire ride completely encompasses the sequels. Go into it with an open mind. The one ride that I can compare it to is the Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts at Universal Studios. That's the one ride that I can compare it to, although it's very different from that. Some of the parts of the Rise of the Resistance made me think of Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. That's just my opinion. I really liked the ride. I would recommend that everyone goes at least once and tries out the ride. I promise my channel is not always this much of a mess. It was just we had a little bit of a technical difficulty with one of our cameras, and I normally use my phone for vlogging, so we were trying something out this time and it wasn't like a normal camera, or else I would have used my microphone. So it's not normally this much of a mess, I promise. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Leave a comment in the comment section for what you'd like to see me do in the future, and I think that's it. Bye!